Bout number 3, and by far the biggest in his BKFC career for Josh Watson. He's a veteran of 10 pro MMA bouts. He was a football player at the University of Maine, an offensive lineman, and as we mentioned earlier, it certainly bears repeating. In our fighter meeting, Watson said with a big smile on his face, all defensive linemen have is straightforward movement. Offensive linemen are the athletes. We have lateral movement. I will showcase lateral movement in this fight.
Well, Sean, we talked about it earlier. He feels like his opponent's looking past him. He feels like his experience in BKFC will help him. He feels like this is just a little bit different of a sport. He doesn't think his opponent likes to get hit at all, and he wants to test that chin early and often.
Josh Watson, very clear-eyed, said to us, I do not believe that Greg Hardy can withstand repeated shots from me. I'm going to use that lateral movement, big swings, slow him down with power.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are set for the next fight of the night, scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the heavyweight division, presented to you by Knockout Gummies. Introducing you first, fighting out of the red corner, tonight he wears yellow and black. He stands an even 6 feet tall. His official weight, an even 282 pounds. His beacon of 13 fights holds an undefeated pro boxing record at 2-0, and tonight makes his highly anticipated BKFC debut. Here is the NFL and MMA star, fighting out of Delray Beach, Florida, Greg, Prince of War, Hardy Jr. And our referee in charge of the action, Big Dan Mergliata.
Josh Watson said, I want a very fast start. I have to make Greg Hardy feel my power. That will slow him down.
Ready? Buckle up.
Start from Josh Watson off the scratch line. He's in the yellow and black trunks. Greg Hardy in the black and yellow trunks. There's the jab from Hardy on the reset after the explosive start from Watson off the scratch.
You could tell that got his attention right away.
Hardy now on the outside with the jab. Again, Hardy 6'5" to Watson 6 foot. Jab from Watson looking for the entry. Hardy on the outside with the hook jab. On the feint. Got a reaction, a big reaction from Watson. Big on the uppercut. Watson swinging back with the left hook.
Both guys' chins have impressed me already, Sean.
40 seconds gone, round number 1 of this heavyweight bout. Feint from Josh Watson, the long, hard jab from Greg Hardy. Stiff jab on the counter as Watson missed the lead left hook. Hardy's jab is on point. That's a push down. Ruled as such correctly by referee Dan Mergliata, officially a slip.
Don't throw him that, right? Ready?
And I'd like to see a lot of these feints right here from Greg Hardy. He's really getting a reaction from Watson, which he has to.
The right hand from Hardy. Hardy again with the jab. Watson circling to the outside. Feints definitely working for Hardy. They're drawing big reactions continually from Josh Watson.
He has to, because if he doesn't react, those jabs are getting through very quickly.
That left hook getting through from Josh Watson, now into the clinch.
Right, clean, no
Watson
strikes, no
looking to
strikes.
S-grip up, not easy against Greg Hardy. Drew the immediate separation from Dan Mergliata. Hardy staying long off the one. There is the one, that long sharpshooter jab. Josh Watson said he would not be intimidated. Lands that left hook, and that is ruled a knockdown by Dan Mergliata, saying that the ring rope supported the falling Greg Hardy.
And he's right on that, and that's what we talked about. That power of Watson is there. If he hits you, he is going to hurt you.
All right, ready?
Mandatory the same in bare knuckle fighting as it is in professional boxing. If the referee deems that any of the ring ropes supported the fighter from falling and touching the canvas on a legal strike to a legal target, it should be ruled a knockdown. That's the interpretation, I believe, correctly, as you do too, Chris, from Dan Mergliata. So ruled a knockdown. And no real protest from Greg Hardy. Now we're going to go timeout.
Look at that nasty gas. They're going to stop at that thing. No, let it go. Yes.
Big cheer from the sold-out Albuquerque crowd. Round number 2.
And my guess, you're going to see a sense of urgency from Watson right there. He knows he's got a bad cut. He might have to finish this right now. Oh! stopped, I think a lot of people did. Unbelievable. He had that sense of urgency, landed that big punch. Wow. He was right, Sean. He said he's not the B side, he's the A side. He's going to come out here and shock everybody, and he did so.
Josh Watson said, I am not intimidated. Greg Hardy will fold when he feels my power.
Sean, fights like this is why we're getting lots of fight fans and fight people. We got great UFC people, Josh Burton, we got the great John Finch, Martin Montoya. These guys are all watching this sport and loving it. I'm talking with them. They just love what we got going on here, as do I.
There are simply no soft landings from David Feldman in BKFC.
I mean, Hardy looked phenomenal at times, but just, you can't make mistakes like that. Through a hook. Got hit with the left hand, that was it. You cannot take a punch from 282-pound Josh Watson.
Hardy was going down on the left hook, and then the presence of mind, Watson still lands the right hand.
I mean, and, you know, Watson grabbed victory from the jaws of defeat right there with that cut. I'm surprised they didn't stop it. I'm so glad they didn't, because look what happened. You have to know when you got people like this with this kind of power, all it takes is one punch, and they proved it right there.
I just called it an upset. The fight world will call it an upset. Josh Watson will absolutely not call this an upset. Here is Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee in charge, Big Dan Bergliata, reaches the count of 10 at 19 seconds into round number 2 for your winner by KO, Josh "Stay Down" Watson.
And Sean, the biggest win of his career right there for Josh Watson. That's going to propel him up in the rankings. That's going to, people got to beware, because if he hits you, he's going to hurt you at the heavyweight division.
Absolute class in defeat.